All right, everybody. We are live, Morgan.
Mazel Tov!
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Powaful Impak. Yay! All right. It's been a long day.
Ooh, I can't
Yeah,
mute. Shit. What
I
happened?
feel my wine to the top today. It's been one of them days.
I should have grabbed me something.
Y'all, I can't mute. Oh shit. What's going
But
on
it's
Better watch your
okay.
tongue.
here? All right.
Watch your tongue, then, Nev.
Sorry. Whoa,
All
whoa,
right.
whoa.
Just
Shoot.
watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Does that kick us off, my cursing? Damn. That was kind of quick, right? Shoot. Uh-oh.
We are live, so it don't really matter.
But
You know,
No.
when you put it up, you can cut it
I
out?
no,
All right, here we go. Never mind. Let's go. Let's go. So, welcome to the top five, all the way live streaming, live and direct, nationally, internationally, internationally. Top five VPs, top albums. Let's go. My computer's acting up, but I'm here to whatever do what we got to do. Let's go, y'all. It's July.
So, what's everybody been up to today?
Morgan.
Work. I just worked today. I recorded my episode though, so that should be up on Sunday. I
Woohoo!
gotta go back and although I
Oh,
uploaded
God.
it right, and then when I went to upload, I was like, crap, I messed something up. And then when I went back to look in my editing, I had deleted it, so now I have to go back and like re-edit it. But it shouldn't be too hard. But it should be up Sunday.
Well, I didn't do nothing except for ride around this damn heat. Oh, it's hot as shit outside. It's so ridiculous. I'm
Get it
so
today.
happy to be in air conditioning right now.
Did you hear like it got up to like they had like record temps in England today, I think, over in the UK?
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
know
100?
what's bad? It's bad when it's so hot outside, even the air condition in the car is not cool enough to
Mm-hmm.
Right.
cool off your shit. It's so ridiculous. I know that's right, Christy. It is hot as balls.
What's up, Christy? That's funny. I was thinking monkey nuts. Oh gosh! Wow. What is it? 100? So wait, what was England, Morgan? Before we go to Texas again, what was England's like 100 or 90?
104, I think, was what they were calling for.
Jesus.
Jeez, they not ready for that, and the
No, I
humidity. I
don't think
don't
they
know.
were.
Yeah, they not ready for that. Oh gosh! And then Texas was how high today, Christy and uh SP
Uh,
roughly.
where I'm at, it was 105.
Mm.
Oh wait, y'all in the same town now. I
Now,
forgot.
Christy's a little further than me. Where you at? Christy, what was it like where you at?
What is wrong with my screen?
Because I'm in Dallas right now. 107, yeah.
107. Ugh.
Woo!
I
It's
think we got
hot
up
as
to
balls.
100. That's too hot.
Jeez. New York has a hit.
Oh,
This week we're
see,
gonna have
on
a
my side of town, I'm in Red Oak, Christy.
you gotta meet
I
up.
gotta come harass you.
Break bread
I'm
together.
really close now. Now we
Uh-oh.
have no excuse.
Yeah, y'all gotta eat some barbecue and some whatevers. Give her some soul food and she treats you to whatever her specialty is. That'd be
I
dope.
think it's hot as balls should be the theme for tonight's show.
Hot as balls.
Definitely. Oh my god. My
And shout out to Dr. Travis. Dr. Travis sent me this shirt, The Healing Power. Here, let me pick it up. Hip hop. So y'all can see.
that's
He,
funny.
I love this shirt. I love the emblem. Look what he put on the back. Look, look, look. Can you see it?
Ah, nice. You didn't
Nice.
show me that
Boom.
last
Ain't that
time.
dope?
Powerful impact. Boom. Yeah, last time everybody talked over her when she was giving
Yeah,
like
yeah.
little promo. Everybody was like, yeah, whatever. Healing power schmower. Now she got
Thank
her
you,
smile.
Christine.
So
I think it's dope.
I can't see the chat. I only see what she's highlighting. Hmm.
Well,
and my screen has got these things dangling. Sorry, not dangling. That's not the
He's
right
got
word.
he's
There's like things like
still
flying.
on
I
the
don't know.
hottest halls. Talking about dangling.
I don't know what's going on, but there's stuff going across my computer screen that doesn't look right. Like these little tit, 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 and I can't unmute. So clearly, this is a different
Well,
situation.
you know,
There's that. All
I
it's
right.
don't know
So
why
what's
you need
your,
to
yeah,
mute.
there's
do we
that.
do an official? Do we need it? Well, I gave an intro. We're done, right? We're done with the intro.
Well,
Sounds good.
I mean, yeah. Why do we need an intro?
Intro schmintro.
Why
Let's
do
go.
we need an intro? All we need to know is that Dr. Travis has some dope shirts, so go to his website and order some merch.
You gonna do that again?
The healing powers of hip hop.
Boing. Shout out to Dr. Raphael Travis for real though. Appreciate you.
Yeah, he's so dope.
Yeah, true supporter and like real hip hop
Mhm.
head to the fullest, man.
To
Like
the
hip hop
fullest.
head dude. He don't
And
play.
he uses it to heal. So go support.
Boom, for
He's got a
real.
book too. That's a book. The book, right?
Yeah, the book.
Yes, the
Yeah, his
book.
book, The Healing Powers of Hip Hop.
Hardcover,
Yeah, buy the hardcover.
no paperback.
Don't
Hard
cheap out.
with a spine. You gotta have it with a spine. No
Don't
jellyfish.
cheap out on me. Don't cheap out on me.
Get him the hardcover. Remember back in high school when you had to like cover your books with brown paper
Yes.
bag and all of
Uh-huh.
that shit, man, to preserve it. Or if you didn't have that, you had to put was it saran wrap? that was the joint. You like, listen, I gotta keep my books clean. Now I don't cover any books.
Well, see, we had Buttercrust Bakery in San Antonio, so they used to give us Buttercrust
Okay.
book covers. So we had Buttercrust Bakery book covers and the Buttercrust Bakery pencil, and they gave you a uh,
Why am I thinking this is like orange and white
they
color?
gave
What
you
color?
a ruler, and then you got a piece of warm bread straight out of the oven, buttered.
Nice.
Yay!
Talk about advertising. What's good
Right.
advertising and promotion?
Yeah, Buttercrust Bakery's the shit.
Yes, we will be making book covers for your school kids come September in our merch shop. The Powerful Impact book cover.
Do
Boom,
they
and
still use
pencil
book
and
covers?
ruler. Hmm?
Do they still use book covers?
Do
I
they
I
bet
don't
even
they
know,
give
do.
them
but
books?
we
Because
gonna
they
do it.
stopped giving books when my
I
daughter was
think
in school.
right.
Oh,
So I'm trying to
folder.
think. I think my kids they have workbooks. They don't have actual textbooks anymore.
No, they
Like
don't give
like they
out the
work in them.
textbooks.
Uh-uh.
All right, then we just have to give out the Powerful Impact sticker or something.
And some pencils, pencil
Yeah,
case. They
pencil
still
and
use those.
rulers. Yeah,
Rulers,
we don't have a free bun to give you though, or bagel,
free
whatever. We don't have any.
bun,
We have no muffins. Yeah, we have no
no bread.
supplies, no fooderies. Sorry,
I got muffins.
no. You got cupcakes, muffins, and cookies for sale
All
over
that.
here,
All
and
three.
then some a little whipped cream.
Jumbo.
All right, we're 10 minutes in. Are we gonna start talking about some music or
All right. Hold on just a second, because you know me. I'm so organized, I left my notes way the fuck over there.
she left them in El Segundo? I left my notes in El Segundo.
I left my whole little thing way over there. But this
El
wine
Segundo.
is good.
What is
It
it?
looks real
This
good.
is a Merlot, and
Merlot.
it's made in Texas.
There you go. That's why she forgot her book across the room.
It's really good.
Boom.
Really, really, really good.
Christy, if you want to, I don't know because I can't read it, but if you want to put your top five in the what do you call it in the chat, and we could read it off to the people. I don't know if they can read it. I have no
Well,
idea how
you
this
know,
works.
you could take your fancy schmancy iPhone that you
Hmm.
like to rub in my Galaxy face and
I still don't trust Android users. That's a
look on
clubhouse.
YouTube. I don't trust iPhone users. You snooty bastards.
with a boot with Bougetto. Oh boy.
You
This is
can
probably the most loose up in. Sorry, what'd you say, Morgan?
I so you could do what I used to do, which was just open up the YouTube app, like open up the live and just mute it, and you can read the chat while you're in here.
Okay. So, Christy, it's up to you if you want to. I don't know if they'll read it because I can't see anything. All I see is as hot as balls. But if they put your top
That's
five
our
up, I'll
theme.
read it.
That's I wish they had a song because that's a theme. That's gonna be our theme for this whole live.
We're going to ask
Hot as
Know It
balls.
All and Patty Honcho to make a song called It's Hot as Balls. I
See,
could see them.
Christy with me.
My top five, what? Oh, your top
She
five
don't
EPs or albums so far this year that you're really
I
feeling.
know you meant don't, Christy.
she don't trust iPhone users either.
No, she meant do.
Nah,
Nah,
she
she
You
meant
meant
know,
don't.
don't.
no, listen, her subconscious went with the
No, no,
right
no, no, no,
thing,
no, no.
and her. You
No, no,
said it
no.
right, Christy. You said it right. I agree.
Okay, top five albums on the
Mhm.
board.
I'm curious with Morgan. What's your number five? I'm curious now to see.
My number
I
five.
know.
I was writing them in order before we started because I didn't have them in order before. Five. I think I would do. Oh, we're doing EP. It's either or, right? EPs or
Yeah,
albums.
either
We just
or.
decided
Yeah,
didn't matter.
Yeah,
yeah. Because they're both the same damn length. Anyway.
already.
You could have 5 songs out of 30 minutes, or 20, or 10 songs out of 30 minutes.
I would put. Oh,
It's
food
so
for thought.
hard.
Shay Noir.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, yeah. What's the title again?
Food for thought.
Yeah, that's right. See, can I give a little wave? All right. Anyway, no. Talk about. Do you want to speak about it at all, or
Yeah, tell us
Shay
about
Noir, like history of Shay
the album,
Noir? How'd you get
Morgan.
into her or anything? How'd you get into Shay
Um,
Noir, the black?
I actually, Tiptoe actually put me onto her.
Shout
Um,
out to Maria.
yeah, I don't remember what it was when I first got about on Twitter, which
Mm.
was
So this
I
is
don't remember
before the
2 years
first
ago.
album. This is like her mixtape, her EP phase. This is before she really, right, was really like on, like
I'm not
official.
sure. Because the first one that I heard from her was I don't remember the title of it now,
Apollo Brown
but
and her dropped the joint.
I knew that. Yeah, I listened
Yeah.
to after this. Yes, it was the one after that or two after that. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. The
But
12,
yeah, I'm
the,
gonna have to
the
look it up
12
now because
midnight. What's it called? Something about time, something like that.
yeah,
Like that.
you could be wondering. But yeah, Maria is the one that put me onto her. I remember after 12. That's what it's called.
After
I
12, yeah,
remember
I need some
we
time.
we did like a kind
The
of like
review.
a no, it was like a what do they call those? Like a listening party, sort of.
Nice. That's what's up.
Right. So I've been listening since then. It's not very long, but I know that she was doing a lot of production. Like she was starting to do a lot of production on her own work. I don't know how much she did on this one. If she did the whole thing, I know there was one she was going to put out where she did like all of the production on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Shout
this
out to
one
JL Swifts. He's on that one. The one that you're
is
talking.
he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. I don't remember the tracks, no song, but he did one of the tracks on that one. She produced, I think, either like half or a third of those on that.
Yeah, I know she was doing a whole
It's-
bunch, and
Yeah.
I just didn't know what it was. I don't. I just
Okay.
like the whole theme, like the whole theme of the album, the whole like from Food for Thought down to like all the track titles match up with it. And like I think the one that hit everyone the most was like Communion, where
Is it
she like
spiritual?
no, well she's I don't know what the sample comes from, but she's talking about like when she lost her brother. She
You
lost him
want to
not too
hear?
long ago.
Y'all want to
Yeah.
hear a little of it?
Peace. What'd you say, SP?
Y'all want to hear a little of it?
Can you? Oh, anyway, I don't know. Can you do
I
that?
can do. I can do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything.
Anything? No, okay. I thought that we could. Okay, I thought we couldn't. I don't know the rules here. I hate the rules. I don't want no rules.
We don't need no stinking rules.
Shay is dope though. Let me give a little waiver to the people out there. My list, 90% you probably haven't heard of. 90% of the people that you think I listened to, I didn't listen to them. I didn't listen to Lupe. I didn't listen to Kendrick. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all before just a spoiler alert for me. I can't speak for the rest of the team, but I'm just speaking for me. I didn't listen to Lloyd Banks. I didn't listen to half of the stuff y'all listen to. I did not listen to. And SP always asks me, Neville, did you listen to whatever? And she knows the answer is nope, didn't get around to it. But what I have listened to, that's in my list. Okay, so that's my list. And I don't want anybody in the comments, how come he didn't put da? How come they didn't say da? We probably didn't listen to it. That's just it. Or second, I probably don't like it. I don't know. That's it. My opinion. My prerogative. Bobby
Hey,
J.
Rashad Lewis.
That's it. No, nothing personal. And some of my lists, you might say, yo, that's the wackest thing I heard. And that's great. I'm of a certain age. I appreciate certain things. I appreciate certain things. Fife is dope. What up, Rashard Lewis? Peace. Salute to you. If you want to put your top five in there, I don't know. Christy gave us one, but if you want to put your top five in there, we can do that. It's hot as balls down there. So Christy's like, listen, this is what I
She'll
can do.
get to it.
Iron is
She'll get
fried.
to it.
She'll
I'll
get
give
to
you
it
one.
when she get to it. We
Cool.
got time. So
We got time.
who's your number five?
You talking to me?
Of course, I already gave mine.
Of course you talking to me. I'm the only one here. All right, my number five. See, good. I'm glad I gave the way, but let me look at my list now. Let me see what I'm doing here. Oh yes, the phone would freeze. The iPhone is frozen. Okay, woo.
Up with you.
Here we go, folks. I think people have heard this. If you're a fan of this show, I think you have heard this. We had the guest on, Dan Lish, who did the album artwork for this bad boy here. He's got like a biblical name, but I ain't never seen it in the Bible. His name is Elzai. All right. And I
All
don't know
right.
if this is a real word, but it's called zeitgeist. I know there's
Mm-hmm.
zeitgeist, but I guess it's zeitgeist. So he made up his own word. Can either of y'all tell me what the heck zeitgeist means? Because I'm having a brain fart right now. Not
This is
his.
your top five. Don't be questioning us.
All right, fine. So anyway, mine is Elzai. I really am a huge. You funny. I'm a huge. What's it? They always say it's in the zeitgeist. So I'm a huge fan of Elzai ever since Slum Village. When Batting. Oh gosh, don't kill me out there, my Detroit players. Shout out to Semi Six. Um, and yes, I don't know if Detroit has the best pizza. We'll that's up for debate. Shout out to Chicago, Chi-Town. I'm going all over the place, but yeah, I never heard that Detroit had the best pizza, but I heard it. I heard it this weekend. Let me tell you. So that's
And
news
he
to
sent
me.
and he sent pictures. He sent pictures of the pizza and of the coney
Chili
and
cheese
the chili
dogs.
cheese dogs and
He
the
said Dr.
chili
King used
cheese
to eat these
fries.
bad boys.
And he sent
Oh, I
and he
can't even
sent the DJ the techno album that
Ooh,
Detroit invented. Shout out to Detroit.
dope.
Whoop, whoop.
So let me all right. So let me just say this. My joint on Elzai. I know we didn't do top songs, but my joint that would really put a tear in my eye, water my eyes up, and make me feel very sentimental is Understanding. I love that song. And it's about like understanding me, understanding you. Georgia,
Mhm.
she kills the production. Since we're
Mhm.
talking about a woman, right?
Right.
Morgan about women behind the boards. I want to see more boom bap hip hop producers, more neo soul women producers coming up in here doing y'all damn thing. Like Georgia behind the boards, she kicked ass on this. I'm allowed to curse her. She kicked ass on this project. It's like a neo soul boom bap hip hop thing, and Elzai with the wordplay, to me, hands down,
Dope.
top tier MC up there with
I,
Lupe.
I
Up
liked
there.
Already Gone is the one that I go back to all the time. I don't know why.
Yes,
That one and
yes.
Pros and Cons. Those
Pros and
two.
cons lyrically fire. Yeah,
Hmm.
like Elzai, excuse me, Elzai's that dude, man. Like he can't be denied. So that's my
I have
five.
no idea about Kimball Museum.
She said something about the fifth
I'm
ward or
new.
fifth
I'm
ward.
new here.
Here.
in Dallas.
The Kimball. What, Christy? What do they have in the Kimball? Kim, she's keeping the theme of balls. What do they have in the Kimball Museum?
She
Christy.
said that
What's the flash?
Kendrick's N95 video, some of it shot at the Fort Worth Gardens. I think
Oh,
it's the Kimball Museum.
I thought she said Fourth Ward when I looked before. I said, "Damn,
No,
the Fourth
Fort
Ward."
Worth.
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth. My bad. Yeah, I thought she said Fort. It was a typo. I think. There's
No,
nothing you can tell us about the
no.
Kimball's Museum, Christy. Can you tell us about the Kim? Shout out to Texas. No disrespect. I love Texas. Houston, my old roommate. Shout out to Texas. So there ain't no slight here. I'm just playing around, yeah.
The
I ain't
sponsor
never
for
going.
today's show is Balls.
Balls, yes. I present to you Kimball's Museum.
The
So
banana
does that go
hammock.
for my top five? Is that cool?
So
SP,
my
anything else?
yeah, so my number 5 is Idle Minds. It's What Up Vern, and it's produced by Kill.
Salute.
This album is so dope. It's it's Kill's boom bap flavor with Vern's laid back LA flow. The
West Side, South Central.
the production is just, I don't know how to do a chef's kiss right now.
Magnifico. Mwah, c'est bon. Magnifico. Yeah. Remember them commercials?
Vern has this
This say
honesty
magnum
about him.
opus.
Vern has this honesty about him when he's writing lyrics that just always gets to me. He has, I know, right? Here, Neville. We're gonna leave that up
Oh
there.
gosh, damn. Damn. All right, Christy. With the violence today. It's Monday, Christy. Can we start Monday off cool? Damn.
No, you got to start it off. You got to start it off heavy. I have to start off
It's like
fighting.
107 mob. Shut your
It's
mouth.
what
Damn,
up,
Christy.
What up, Bird's laid back sensibilities, his honesty. He always has this. There's so much honesty in his lyrics that it always draws me in, and it's when he writes, I connect with it because this is he's talking grown folk shit. So,
And it's genuine. Like
and
when he
it
rhymes,
is,
I feel it's real. Like I don't feel his foolishness. It's like live
yes,
from the battlefield.
it's definitely genuine. So if y'all get a chance, go to Bandcamp and check out Idle Minds. It's by What Up Burn, and it's produced by Kill.
Yeah, shout out to Kill Apartment 5B.
And Apartment 5, shout out to Apartment 5B.
And Jaylon Musa too. He produced Jaylon. I don't know if that's on anybody's list. I hope that at this point, but he produced
Well,
Jaylon
J.
Musa.
Musa's album is a couple of years ago.
True. My bad.
Right.
My bad.
It's 2020,
Package,
wasn't it?
some other package.
Yeah, it was 2020.
So that's another one y'all should check out. Jaylon Musa and
It's surviving the
produced by
times.
Kill. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I need a package like that to come in the mail. Word. With a stimulus check. Another one. Yo,
All right, Morgan, what's your
random.
number 4?
My number 4 was Zeitgeist. Alzai.
Oh shoot!
Oh.
So why did you get a spoke on it? All right, cool. Okay, that's what's up.
I
Wow,
told you,
but-
like when I was talking to you earlier, I told you we were probably going to have a few that were overlapping. Yeah,
Not me.
I knew, not you.
Yeah, SP ain't messing with my taste that much. She's like, nope, didn't like, hated it. That's like whatever I tell her. She's like, nah, it didn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what? So that song and like, you're an Elzai fan. Like, did you like the last one that is that JR? That's JR Swift, right? I'm bad with titles.
I'm not
7
good with
times
titles. I don't-
down, 8 times up, something like that.
No, I know what you're talking about.
He's
'Cause
gonna
we
get
talked
mad
about
at
it
me
once.
that he says no. You say the title wrong every time you say it. He says that to me every time.
I like that one. I like this
Okay.
one better though, but I think it has a lot to do with the production because
Yeah.
I think She
Oh
did
damn.
amazing.
Just JR, no offense, but the production on this one is better
Oh,
than
come on. No.
that's hilarious. I'm playing.
No shade
No, I'm
to,
joking.
to JR.
And I haven't listened yet. I've been so
Which one? Zeitgeist?
no Zeitgeist I listened to.
Oh, okay. You talking about the first, the one
It's about
before, not the first one, but the
seven.
one before. Okay,
That's
seven
from
times.
2020. It's
Yeah,
seven
that was
times down,
busy.
8 times up.
Man,
You
that
need
Yeah.
was a
you're
rough year, SP. That was a rough year. I understand.
so rough
Right?
that he's forgetting when these albums came out.
Idle
Oh
Minds,
man.
IDLE.
Mind. Is it with an S or a Z at the end?
It's Idle Mind. Duh.
Oh,
There's no
mind.
S.
Sorry, duh. She said duh. Duh. That's funny.
I haven't
Yeah.
listened to that yet.
It's
No, I
really
listen to it. It's
good.
dope. It's dope. When I listen to it. I listen to What Up Vern got dope stuff, man.
Yeah, because
My
he just has this laid back
and it's
quality to
real.
his voice, and it just soothes you. It
Yeah.
just makes you feel good. So
You're
yeah,
the one that put me on to him, so thank you. Like how Maria put Morgan on to Shay, you put me on to What Up Vern because I was not familiar with his music and movement. So thank you for that. And
yeah,
What
yeah.
Up Vern, my whole pet peeve with you and Kill is I want some. This is me. I need some physicals to ride around the whip, but it is dope. Some physicals though, please.
Yeah, he's
People
harassing
get
everybody for
annoyed.
it.
Yeah,
I
everybody gets
know
annoyed
he
when I
just
keep talking about
harasses
physicals.
everybody. Physicals, physicals,
Yeah.
physicals.
If I don't ask for your physical, then I mean I'm not, I'm not really interested or I haven't been there.
You
But if I'm
need
asking
that
for
down.
physical, that means that I want it. Thought provoker too. We need some physicals. Let's stop playing around. You need to put out some with your albums. All right, my shoot me.
What's
My
your number
number
4?
4 is I know Black Twitter gonna hate me now, but you know what? I don't give a damn Black Twitter. Number 4 for me is Black Star, aka Talib Kweli, aka Most Def, aka Yasin Bey, aka Madlib. No Fear of Time. I love this album. Black Twitter, y'all shitting on the brothers from the Brooklyn, from the Bed-Stuy and the Bushwick. I don't know why. I know they not dropping it. Lord of mercy. I know they not. We had J Rolls on here. We know what 25 years ago was, but to me, Black Star right now, that album spoke to me. I felt what they were talking about lyrically, spiritually, and where they are in their mind frame. It really resonated with me, and I can identify with it. And I'm not gonna say it's over people's heads or whatever. I just think that there's a lot of nostalgia going on with folks, and the thing that it's not on streaming platforms, people had to pay. I think a lot went into why people don't really like it. It's another one that I want a physical. I need a vinyl or a CD or something because
Yeah, I
you
think
were
for me
you
it
were
was more
there.
so the I don't know if it was just me, but for me it just sounded like they did that shit in the car.
It does. It does have a. I can go in front. It does have a mixtape sound to it, and
That's
it's interesting with
I think that's what the major complaint was.
the
It
quality of
just
the
sounded
recording.
like the quality of the sound. It just sounded like they did it in the car.
Here's the
It
thing.
didn't ride. It didn't ride well.
That too. See, that's another thing I was gonna say about doing this top five. I think if I was commuting to work or in my car more, I think my albums would be different. Because
Yeah.
riding around, you're gonna have a different vibe, SP, because you're riding around a lot more than probably me
Mhm.
and Morgan put together. To be honest, I can't speak for Morgan, but so I did think about that when I was putting this together. I said, man, if I was in my car, this list would be different
Yeah.
because certain things are mixed differently. Certain things are more bangers when you're commuting or whatever. You're more, that's probably why Vern's thing hits you that way or whatever too. The production and all of that
Yeah, because
um
you put that in the car and it's just my
takes you there.
my speakers love it, my neighbors hate it, and I don't give a damn.
And the thing with to me with Black Star is if I'm a fan of your music, I can listen to, like, especially like for a person like Blue who has lo-fi stuff that's not mixed. My
Yeah,
ears are already kind of tuned to that. So if I'm a fan of artists, I kind of like to hear the rough stuff, the half baked stuff too,
yeah.
because I
I
already
mean,
know what you can do when it's polished.
listening to it doesn't bother me. It's just that you just can't be in the top five.
It's in my it's in my top five. And Madlib is kind of a he's kind of a lo-fi producer when he wants to be. He's kind of a cut and paste dude. You know what I mean? Like
Already crispy.
things things don't even fit. You know what I'm saying? In spaces, I can't see what she said, but that's why I like it. I think that it's raw. I think it's unpolished, but I do think that it fits. It does fits the time. It fits the times. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's why
So
I like lyrically what they did on there.
my number four is Seven the Panther.
Woo!
Shooting Stars 2, The Eye of the Storm.
That was number 10 for me. But
That
okay.
was my number four. I've said this before and I will say it again. Seven the Panther could read the phone book and I will listen to it. It just put a beat behind it and I'm in there.
The voice. Heck
His
yeah.
voice is so dope. His flow is so dope. This album, the production was fire on this. Um,
The guest
he,
appearances were tough.
yeah, the guest appearances was out of this world. The even the hooks, and
Yeah.
you know, I will shit on the hook in a minute. So
Yeah. Shout out to Blank Beep. Yeah. You're funny. Oh gosh, you're funny. And I love that album, by the way. So whatever. But yes, you're right.
yeah, so Seven the Panther. I think my
You're funny.
favorite song from that album was Window Pane.
Yes, yes.
Um,
Oh yes, fire.
and Frenemies.
Oh yes.
And then my other one was Blackout.
Yeah.
It's just
That dude's solid.
blackout and just verbally just killing shit. So yeah, Seven the Panther, Shooting Stars 2, The Eye of the Storm.
Yeah, that was my number. I know we didn't go past it, but shout out to Seven. You were number 10, and number 9 was Either Mad Assassin, Hands of Stone. Production, lyrics, fire. That's what I had. So just shouting y'all out. Y'all in my top 10, but we didn't have time to do top 10, so
Yeah.
shout out. Morgan.
So Morgan,
Yes.
number 3.
Number 3
Drum roll.
was There in Spirit, Homeboy Sandman.
Oh yeah.
That was my one. All right, go. Let's hear
Don't
it.
be telling.
Well, I can't go
You
back. What
just
am I gonna
selling
do?
yourself out.
Well, I could put a different number one. No, he's not.
No, you gotta
Yeah,
have number
No.
yeah,
one.
we
It's your number
should.
one.
I'm gonna give somebody else shine then. All right, go. Why that one for you? I like because I put you now. I'm gonna take credit here. I put you on. You said who's Homeboy Sandman?
I
And
did
thank
say
you,
that.
Morgan. Morgan made the interview happen. Salute to Morgan. She stepped up
Hmm.
like a G, stepped up like a boss, and the man said, "Meet me at the corner, such and such, in 24 hours," and we made it happen. I was like, "Oh shit!" So thank you, Morgan. That's probably the highlight of this year for me. Period.
Peace.
And shout out to Homeboy
Thank you
Sandman.
for coming.
Peace, Rashard Lewis. Yo, put your top 5 if you can, Rashard. We'll shout it out.
Didn't that man just tell you he gotta go?
All right, Rashad. I got you.
He's always like that. You know, even in the interviews, he's like, 2 more questions.
What
No, they
about
said
y'all
you
two? What
gotta
about y'all
go.
two? Hold up. I got one more question to ask you now. I'm like, I got
That's different.
just one
That's
more
different.
question. Y'all do it to
Completely
me, but
different.
I can't do it to the people.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
but we do
They
it.
abuse me, folks.
We do it to you
He enjoys the abuse, so
because
let him fool you.
you like to
Yo,
have the
don't speak
last
this stuff
word
on
and
air.
disappear.
Folks, don't listen to anything they're talking about right now. This is not accurate. So, all right. So, sorry, I didn't mean to, I did cut you
Oh
off. My
boy,
bad,
Sandman.
Morgan. Yeah, tell us why did you like And that does sound like him too. I'm not there with you physically, but I'll be there in the spirit. That sounds like
Spirit.
something he would say.
Yeah.
Why that for you, Morgan? And I like the smile that you're happy about it because he makes me smile. He
He
does make
makes
me
me,
smile.
you know, he makes me smile. I think he's, even when he's not trying to be like silly or funny, like even when he's being like super serious, it's always got like some kind of um like
Humor.
feel good vibe or humor to it. So like I
Yeah.
think that's one thing I like he can make like really heavy topics seem
Hmm.
they're palatable to people, you know, like it's
Yeah.
not like in your face, but it's also
In
still
your
really
face.
serious. Yeah, yeah. So I
But
mean
Yes.
not
that's what I,
but not preachy. He's definitely not
right.
preachy, but he's saying a lot of things like
Yeah.
to make you think and evaluate yourself. And he, I won't say self-deprecating, but he is very is it reflective?
Aware.
Aware. That's the word. Yeah, I want to say deprecating. It's not deprecating, but very aware. And he analyze. What they said. They say I think I heard this know it all. I think know it all. I think this is a quote you used, or it was one of your lines. You said, the unexamined life is not worth living." I swear you were yelling that on the track. I could be wrong, but I was thinking about that. The unexamined life is not worth living, and I gotta say, homeboy Sandman, you
Yes,
live
he
an
is.
examined life. Like you're your own
Yeah.
psychotherapist, your own shrink, your own psychiatrist, and everything, you know. And I think that's amazing that you give us like the id, the super ego. This is the question that they did not want to ask you, the subconsciousness, but we didn't have time anyway. But this is stuff that you do in your head. I mean, I'm a therapist, right? Allegedly, and when I'm in session, I'm thinking different things, and some of them I'm able to answer. I mean, answer, sorry, ask, and some of them I'm not able to ask because of time. And it's interesting to hear an MC do this to himself with himself and like kind of resolve it by the end of a song. So I think that's why you really um are such an inspiration to me. And we were talking about before with what I've learned. You're being so genuine and honest with yourself
Hmm.
that most people in human nature, we lie to ourselves or deny certain
Hmm.
things to cope. And you're not afraid to pull off the lid on many things of yourself and expose them to yourself and others. And I think that's very helpful. So that's it. That's my flowers to you. But I do think that album, the production on there is fire. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
sure.
unusual.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
let's that's one thing I
Yes.
love about his stuff is like um it's so out of the out of the box, right? Like it's not the new heat like you've heard before. Like eventually like some of the
original.
my favorite artists like I'll listen to them like oh they're starting to sound the same, right? But when I
Yeah,
listen to his stuff, every single thing has its own unique
yeah,
and that's why I just call
Vibe.
him unique.
Yeah.
Yes, so him as a person is very unique and it comes off in his music that way.
So
yes.
that's the reason I didn't put him in my top five because I already knew one of wasn't put him in y'all's top five
Oh, you're funny. You're
because
funny.
he just makes you feel good. He
It
just
does.
makes you happy, and
Just make me feel
it's
good.
and I don't care what he's talking about. He could be talking about it. How do you make vegetarianism sound good? You know what I mean? How you make it?
You telling him about his milk song. He's like, "What are you talking about?" You're like, "You got a song about milk," and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's my joint on there. Is that joint on there?
But
Oh,
Yeah.
he just
that's
makes you
why you
happy.
got no swag. That song is hilarious. You've got no swag. It's like
Hmm.
being sarcastic, like it's so silly, but then it's also saying, "No, but I believe this too. But it is silly. But I do believe this because you ain't got no damn swag." But that has nothing to do with what we're even talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like his juxtaposition, the way he is, it's very. I don't know. It's interesting.
All right, Neville. What's
All
your
right.
number three?
Brrr. Said don't make it too long, right? Let me see. Hold up, where's my notes? Oh, now this is actually an EP. All right, we're gonna say it's an EP because it's only 5 songs, but the damn thing is as long as some of y'all albums. So this is Stew Sheep, and this is by
Mm.
Stu Bangers and Drez of the mighty, mighty, legendary Native Tongues group Black Sheep, aka Mr. Long, keeping the hot balls theme going. All right, so oh no, sorry, not hot balls, hot as balls. I'm sorry, Christy. I gotta get it right. Shut the fuck up. All right, so this EP kind of snuck up on me. I did not expect it. I think I was following Stu Bangers. I've harassed him a million times to come on the show, so he probably
I
was like,
believe it.
"I'm surprised he didn't block me yet." And I was following him, and then all of a sudden one day I just see a thing saying, "Hey, me and Drez got some singles that'll be coming out," and then I think he dropped a single like every week, a video, I think, with every song. And I was like, yo, these are fire. And Drez is in top form, like top shape. You know, certain dudes, and I'm not trying to knock nobody, but certain guys after a certain age, they don't rhyme as good as like before,
Hmm.
right? They're not in their heyday. But to me, Drez sounds just as good, if not better, than he did even back in the day. And I didn't
Yeah.
expect him to flow on these boom bap because I'm not saying that Black Sheep wasn't like they definitely hip hop, but they weren't like a boom bap group to me with their samples and everything. And I would say on this Stu Bangers thing, this is a very boom bap hip hop album. Does that make
Hmm.
sense? So
Yeah.
you hear
Yes.
Dres flowing over boom bap when this is the guy with you can get with this, you can get with that. The choice is yours. Like, wait, what? You rocking over like freaking Griselda sounding type beats? I think that's amazing that he can do that at this
Hmm.
stage of the game. So shout out Dres. I'm not saying you geriatric or you over there. I'm just saying for a dude who was 20 years, 30 years in to
What was
see
that thing that they say 40 bars, 40 over? What was
over
the
40.
yeah?
He not 40 over with 40 balls. I gotta give it to him like straight up, Dres. I never thought you fell off, but when I hear you, I'm really impressed. Like
Hmm.
you're a true, what would you call it now? You put in your master, you put in your 10,000 hours, you a Ginsu chef, like you a master chef, man. Like I can hear the work and I can hear the love. This is not I need to do this to pay bills, or I can hear the love like you really do this. So and please everybody, yo, go out there and support. I don't know, I guess
Yeah.
it's on Stu Bangers, what's that, his band camp. Please support Stu Sheep. They got the I got the merch, the bundle with the t-shirt, the poster,
Hmm.
and the CD. Whatever your budget can do, just support them, man, because they need that support. For real, for real. That's my number three, man. Black
Yeah,
Sheep,
and
one of my favorite groups.
I was gonna go off on a
So,
little thing.
Hmm?
I was gonna say, doesn't Stu Bangers have a something coming out with Apathy and
Yes, yep. I saw you retweet that.
uh
Yeah,
huh? I
yeah.
was super excited. I saw
That's gonna be
Pheromone in that, and I'm like, oh yes.
gonna be so far. Apathy, another guy I've had harassed to come on the show. Salute to him. He's in real
He's
estate now.
busy.
He's
He's
getting that
busy.
check.
He's real.
Yo, shout out to him with that. Yo, Apathy, you put out that album. What is it with them? River Meets the Sea or
Uh huh.
whatever. Produced by Stu Bangers. That fucking album is ridiculous. Okay, like that made it in my top whatever last year. That shit is fire. Or it was honorable mention. I think it was like number 11 or something like that. Dude, Stu Bangers, you on a roll. Apathy. I gotta hear y'all two come back again because that was ridiculous. I think it was slept on, didn't get enough push. All right, I know I'm over my time. All right, SP.
all the new ones that dropped recently, that was fire, and I want I didn't include them in my top five only because I didn't think it was fair.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that? What that mean? Why you
I
say
didn't
that?
think it was fair to include them because I haven't had time to sit with them like I've sat with the others.
You mean new albums or new artists?
New
That's what I'm trying to.
new
Albums,
albums,
the ones
the
that just
ones that
dropped
like,
this weekend.
yeah, like Lloyd Banks and
Oh
Vic
yeah, yeah.
Spencer and DJ Premier. I didn't think it was fair to
That's why I
use
thought we
them.
should push this back a week. But then Morgan was
No,
saying that
I
makes
didn't
too
want
much
to.
Yeah.
sense.
I wouldn't have used them even then because these
How
other
long
artists
ago?
August,
have been out
August 1st.
since earlier in the year, and I
Yeah.
thought it was only fair. It's kind of like if you drop
That's
in
true.
December, you can't be in my top five of the year.
Mm.
'Cause, yeah, I
Did
haven't
every
had
Not enough
time to
time.
sit. I
did
haven't had
everybody
time to sit with it.
did everybody that we drop this year? I hope so, y'all.
Yeah,
And if y'all dropped last year, we sorry, but we tried to keep it together. It's hard to
no,
keep track of so
all
many
mine
damn
dropped
albums
this year. That's what, but I didn't use the ones that dropped like
More recently.
yesterday.
this weekend, last
Because
weekend.
I love the Lloyd Banks album. I love Vic Spencer's album.
Mm.
You
I
know,
ordered that. Oh, yeah.
I love DJ Premier's album, but I didn't include any of them in this because I didn't think
You
it
get
was fair.
honorable
I
mentions.
haven't had time to sit with them
Well, there's
long
still another
enough
half
to.
of the year, Neville.
Yeah, I haven't
Whoa.
had time to sit with them long enough to
Did
fairly
Banks
judge.
did, did Lloyd Banks drop earlier this year? Or was that other album last year, the end of last
It
year?
was la- it was
That was
it was
last
last
year.
year.
Okay, that was fire too. That joint was nice. All right, so wait,
So,
what did you just say? So what is three? Sorry.
so my three is Life by Patty Huncho and
Woo! That was my number eight. Why?
that
Why number three?
that out because it touched me. It touched me. It touched me that
Just
this
keeping the ball
it it
things on.
it had this. They had I don't
Shut
even
up,
know how
Neville.
to explain how
I
I
think he's
feel about
rhyming his
Patty
ass off on
Honcho.
that album. Shout out to
Patty
Patty Huncho,
Honcho,
rhyming your ass off on that album. You hold
not
no
only is he
punches.
rhyming his ass off, but the way he flowed over Numb's beats,
Yeah, yeah. It's like fit like a glove.
yeah, and
It's like
it was new, it was different. I love the wordplay. I loved who they picked for features.
know it all. That's my joint. That's so. Don't tell
Yeah,
me how
it's
to
very
make
my
my
joint.
album.
I say it all the time. Know it all is
It's
a
fucking hilarious.
30-year-old man counting 101
And his voice
hundred
makes
and
it
one year
bad.
old man counting a 30-year-old's body.
Yeah, hell yeah. Sound like a cranky old man. Don't tell me how to make my album. Stop staring at me. I love this shit. Know it all, yo. You get honorable mention. Your album is fire too. I think that was last year though, if I'm
Yeah, it
not
was
mistaken.
last year. It wasn't
But
this
that
year.
shit is still fire. That joint is fire.
But but when they dropped Life, I was
Dope album.
I didn't I first listened to I first heard it. I first saw it and I was like, oh, okay. And then when I listened to it, I couldn't stop listening to it.
Yeah.
So I think
Salute.
I listened to that shit like all day, every day for like a week before
Before the other albums. Yeah, it was fire. It was fire,
before I
man.
was like, okay, I got to move on. This is now I'm just this is just
Standing out.
becoming a little weird. You need to.
Hey, I think we should be able to enjoy whatever we want. How many of the times, like I loved it. The first
I
time I
love
heard,
it.
it, I was impressed. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I was really impressed. So kudos
I
to
think this is
them.
the first complete album I
Y'all
listened
go
to.
check out their music.
Patty
Life is
Hunter
a
and
dope
Numbs.
album.
Life.
Nums impressed me because he really just started producing music and
Oh,
to make beats that dope and for Patty Huncho to do what he did with
Hmm.
those beats, fire.
salute to y'all. And they born on the same day or something like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
They're twins.
June twenty
Kind of
fourth.
like
like birthday twins, different
20
years,
years
but birthday.
apart.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
amazing.
They're
Oh damn.
birthday
Amazing.
buddies.
All
That's
right,
what I think is
Morgan.
so amazing about that too, though. The two different ages with them. I think that's amazing. That
Yeah,
like old
for
school
them to
and new
vibe so
school.
well.
Yeah, I think that is a beautiful thing in itself. And
Hmm.
then the birthday thing is amazing. Sorry, Morgan. Rock on. Number
All
Sorry,
right,
two.
number
Mogan.
two.
My number two was if cocaine could talk seven. R.J. Payne. I had to put him up there
Whoa.
somewhere. I love R.J. Payne. But
Yeah,
I think
Proud of
like he's so good at storytelling, right? And then being able to take like films and translate them into music and be able to rhyme over. I love what he's doing with the whole series. Actually, is really good. But this one I think is one of my favorites, and not just because it's so recent, but I just think this one really he did really well in this one.
Oh, that's the Wesley Snipes cover. All right. Got
Yep, yep.
okay.
But
Talker. I have it. I don't know if I've listened to it. Damn, I
Yeah.
downloaded.
And like the thing about RJ Payne is that
Yeah.
like he does so well like jumping from certain like sounds. So like going from like the if cocaine could talk series, and then he does the Leatherface, and then he's got his Beautiful Pain series, and they're all three so different, but they're all like he does so well in each one. But I think he's going to do a lot more cinematic ones, which will be interesting to see when he's taking, because I think he's doing what is it right now? What movie was that? Is that Boys in the Hood? I think it was.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I think
tough.
that's
No,
the
no.
one. I
Menace to
was it.
Society. Menace to
There
Society.
you go.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
see a cover.
Yep.
I see an album cover with Menace. Yeah, Menace to
Yep.
Society.
So that'll be interesting to see.
Both
I'm interested to see how
classics.
far he goes. Yep.
Both
What about
classic
you, Nev?
films.
Were we on
Uh
two?
oh.
That was two.
Hmm.
We were
What's that?
already on two.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Feels like we skipped
Yeah.
something. We're already on two. Mine is from some guys that we interviewed early on this podcast. They were called. One was from Cincinnati, I think, Cincinnati, Ohio, and the other. Oh gosh, I do not remember where's. Do you remember where Brandon Isaacs is from? Damn, I'm losing track of where he's from.
See, that's
Sorry,
why we need our. That's why we need our map, so
we
we
need
can
our.
Yep.
pinpoint them all on there.
Now,
That's right. My bad, Brandon. My bad. Oh gosh, that is
I
so.
think
No.
you
Whoa,
owe
whoa, whoa,
Morgan
whoa,
an apology for
whoa. I
shitting
got
on
it.
her map.
I got it now. No, 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 no. I got it now. Brandon is from Ohio, and
Mm.
what's his name? Freemind is from South Central. Now I remember. All right. So the name of the group was North Star. So if y'all check that out, I cannot remember what episode that was. We interviewed them, but they had an album North Star that they came together, kind of like Black Star, Most Def, and Talib Kweli. So they were called North Star. Well, Brandon Isaacs dropped a solo album about a month ago called Sketches of Healing Volume 4. I love this album. He did make a physical, it's in the mail, so it's coming, but I've been playing it from Bandcamp. Lyrically, it is fire. I don't know who's producing it. It kind of sounds like Mine, but I'm not sure. It comes off kind of like a mixtape slash album because some songs have choruses and have complete concepts, and then some are just like sketches like that. It's just a long 16-bar verse, 20-bar verse, and then I mean, a 24-bar verse, whatever. And then there's like no hook, no chorus, no nothing. Then it just vamps out. But Brandon Isaacs, I really like how he rhymes. He kind of strikes me as a spoken word poet or a slam
Hmm.
poet. So he's not exactly like a rapper's rapper, so to speak. And he has a great song about Doom on the finger, which is an MF Doom mask that MF Doom has a. They've made this piece of
Yeah.
jewelry, so he wears that ring and he calls Doom on my finger. I like that single. I'm a huge MF Doom fan. MF Doom is a local hero from out here, Long Island, New York. So shout out to Long Island. Shout out to MF Doom and the family. Rest in peace, KMD. And yeah, so Brandon Isaacs, Sketches of Healing, Volume 4. Check it out on Bandcamp. To me, fire. I don't think it's bumping the whip music. SP, it ain't got drums, so sorry for you for that. But it's more like listening to music, if that makes sense. It's like for listening. It's in the
Yeah.
crib. It ain't driving around
In
music.
the crib
What did
music.
you, what did you let me ask though, SP, continue with him. What did you think of North Star to you? That
I
album.
love North Star. I love this album. I love Brandon.
Oh,
When
you
you
listen
sent
to
it
this
to
one,
me,
Sketches of
of
Healing?
course I listen to it. I'm not
Okay.
you. When you send
Whoa,
me
whoa,
shit, I
whoa.
listen to it.
These are fighting words. Okay. I'm not you. I don't know. You and Morgan been on a rough one since like Thursday with me. I gotta relax. It's
I think you're
July.
just feeling some type of way. I think you
Okay.
just need to shut
Y'all
up,
been
man.
rough with me
Yeah.
with the answers. I'm like,
Yeah,
hello.
we listen. We listen to shit when you send it to us.
I
Okay.
almost feel like I
Well,
have to.
I
Like
didn't
you're
even
gonna
know that I
quiz me
sent it.
later or
Did I
something.
send it to you, Morgan? Did I send it to you?
Uh,
Because we
no, I
know
don't
Brandon
know.
Isaac?
Probably
we
Morgan
not.
know
doesn't
you
listen to
are
shit
going
that I
if
send her. Only if they're coming
Yes, I
on the
do.
show. They should listen.
because we know you are going to
Understand.
send it to the message, you're gonna send it to
The
Stop it.
Twitter,
email.
you're gonna send it to
Why you telling my personal business on the
He's gonna start
what
just
kind of
tagging us
business
on the
that?
timeline.
What's up with the HIPAA? What's up with the HIPAA? Confidentiality, co-host privilege. Coming in my business. What's going on here? Hello. Just
number.
another manic Monday. All right, let's go to the next. All right, so you like so what's your number? Is he I don't know, what's your number two? Miss
My
SP?
my number two is "Talk to Me Nice"
Mm.
by Hype.
That I don't know. Talk to
This,
me.
well,
That's
you would
one you didn't
know
share
it
with
if
me.
you listen to the music that I
You
sent you.
never gave me that link. I don't know
I
what you're
did
talking
give you
about.
this one.
Nope, never seen it before in my
Yes, I
life.
did.
I wasn't
Talk
there.
to me nice
You do
by
need to talk
Hype.
to me nice now, for real. You and
His
Marvin need
name
to
is
talk to
I
me nice
Am
now.
Hype. He's out of Richmond, Virginia. This album is produced by
Talk to
who
me
is this
nice.
produced by? Soul Chemist.
Hmm.
This shit's fire.
I
Fire,
don't
fire.
know. Virginia. All right. Shout out to Virginia.
Super fire. And if we get through early, I will go and I will play some of this because for y'all who don't know him, he's kind of new on the scene. Shout out to Check the Rhymes Ruben for putting me on to him.
Mm,
I can't thank
About hype.
you enough. This album came out in April. I sent it to Nev in April when Ruben
stop
sent
it.
it to me.
I think Furious Styles. He's on the
I
basement
never
too.
seen this
Huh?
album. I don't know what she's
He's
talking
Furious
about.
Styles has him on one of the basements too.
Yeah. This guy is so dope.
Mm.
He made
Shout out to
my number
Furious.
two because this album was fire from beginning to end. The introduction was it's how you introduce yourself to people.
Mm.
This is how I want everybody to introduce themselves to me, even in person.
He's bringing that big D energy.
Yeah, I'm like,
Keep
just
that
swing it on
same
around your
energy.
neck, go for it.
Keeping the hottest balls themes going. Like Homeboy
This
Sandman. When I see you in the street, keep that
Keep that
same
same
energy.
energy.
this album was fire. So the introduction was really dope. It let me know exactly who he was. I was ready for the album just with the intro. Um, I I loved Let It Breathe. I love Never Before.
Breathe.
This is so. This is. I wrote notes about this album just for
I'm having dreams
myself.
about this album.
I did. I wrote notes
What is
about
this?
this
Is this
album
on
just
Bandcamp
for
or is this?
myself.
Is this streaming or Bandcamp stuff? Like him? Is he regular or Bandcamp? I don't
He's
even.
Regular.
Bandcamp. He's on streaming.
Let me check him out.
Soul Chemist did the damn thing with the beats.
I like the cover art too. Isn't that it's got like the is it a halo, right? Is
Yeah,
that what I'm thinking of? Yeah.
this fire. This album is fire. You know it's fire for it to come out in April, and it is still in my rotation
Hmm.
every day. I listen to this album every single day because it's just that dope.
Hmm.
I was so surprised. I wasn't expecting it, which made it even more delightful for me. Um,
Hmm.
this album is fierce with fire beats and the inspiration of an artist who's hungry and lyrically amazing. Um, this it's just dope. I
He's
love
reading from her
it.
notes. He
I
knows
Uh huh.
serious.
And
She
the
went
reason I
kidding.
didn't want it, I wanted to put him on the show, but we not doing interviews until September, so I didn't want to throw it out
He
there and
giving
be
away all
like,
the stars.
I didn't want to throw it out there like, hey, come on. in
And you'll
September.
drop in October. We'll drop it in October.
We
Damn.
had, but yeah, this is a fire album. It's called "Talk to Me Nice," and it's by I Am Hype, and he's out of Richmond, Virginia. And Soul Chemist, damn it, you and them beats. Mm, mm.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw this out there. I don't want the don't flood us out. But if anybody feels like they got some worthy music and they're the contender and they want to be on the show, SP will listen to your stuff. Hit us in the comments section. Let us know who you are, and we'll see if you make it. If you can make it on the show, if we could fit you in September. How that is that fair? SP, can we
you gotta
try that?
That's
send one
fair.
link. You gotta send one link because we ain't side searching for
One
you.
link,
So,
yeah, and it gotta be like the like SP says. She'll listen to everything, but she's not listening to half-ass, half-mix SoundCloud. Like she wants, it's gotta be,
I
it's gotta
listen to
be consistent.
SoundCloud. It's some song that's shit's some of it's dope, and it's not the half mixed half. That don't
Yeah,
bother me as much as you know you putting up boo boo. I'm not finna listen to a whole bunch of
it can't blow her speakers
dick
if it's not
bars,
mixed
and
right. It can't blow
I'm
her
not finna
speakers.
listen to a whole bunch of dick bars and car
You
bars and
know, we're
all that
talking about that
bullshit. I'm not.
earlier.
I'm
no
of a
no
certain age.
reindeer
I'm not
bars.
interested.
We don't want no reindeer bars around here.
And yeah, and please no Christmas bars. Keep your
It's
Christmas
funny.
bars to yourself.
Yo, y'all are hilarious. No holiday raps.
Yeah, unless you found
You're
something
funny.
besides reindeer, then let that shit go.
Hmm.
Yo,
Never gonna
remember
live that down.
Outcast? LaFace Records asked us to make a Christmas song. We was like, we're gonna make a Christmas song. We gotta make a Christmas song about the ghetto. And that's how
Yeah, I
praise
don't
ball.
mind a Christmas song. But it have to
That's
be
hilarious.
during Christmas time. It can't be hot as shit outside and you talking about Santa Claus and reindeers and sleighs. Get the fuck out of here. No, nobody wants to hear that.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom's
Yeah,
cooking.
it was Christmas
Oh,
time in Hollis, Queens.
yeah, that video, that song
Don't
was
be
so
coming in here in July talking about reindeer and shit. We don't care.
I
We
don't
don't
know
want to hear
how we
that.
talking about Christmas now, but okay. Shout out to Christmas. What the heck? All right, Morgan. On that note, what's the number one? I don't know how we on Christmas now. And it's like July.
He has a
Number
list that
one,
does ESP. We talk about
Morgan.
this all the time.
No
All
reindeer
right,
bar.
no reindeer bars. My number one was Digital Roses Don't Die. Big crit.
Mm,
Ooh, I am shocked,
yes,
Morgan. Salute to you.
I know,
Boom.
and like
yes.
Twitter was giving
I
it
did not know
like
you were a Crip fan.
I wasn't actually until I
My
don't remember
computer
who
is
I was
moving so
talking
slow.
to, but and then I noticed he dropped this year, and I was like, and I listened to it. I loved it.
Wow.
I loved it. Like it's cohesive.
Wow.
I love the skits. I love the going from each of the elements. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Big
I'm
Crit.
so shocked. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, SP,
And I
I'm
know
gonna
Yes,
like
give my
soul snaps.
yeah, yo. I'm a now here's the crazy thing, Morgan. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I'm like one of the biggest Big Crit fans. I have not listened to the album. Not at all.
oh,
I
you
only know the
got
single
it.
from the video.
Although
Yeah.
like
That's why I'm shocked when
comparatively,
you say it. I'm like, wow, it's on your list? Shit.
yeah, like comparatively, like I said, I don't know much of his other stuff. I've listened to a little bit, but not a lot of it to compare it to his older works. But I know that like Twitter gave it hell, but I loved it,
Yeah.
and I don't know
Yeah.
what they was so um, what they were so mad about, but
Yeah,
I thought it was really well done.
it really was. And the
Mhm.
problem the
I'm gonna
problem
listen
is
to it.
people like to compare it
Damn.
to the older stuff. And
Right.
I try not to do that. I try not, only person I give shit about that the only person I give shit about is Eminem because it breaks my heart.
Well, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not personal.
And I think the
It's
quality has gone down.
my love for him is still just as strong as ever. I'm just fucking disappointed sometimes.
Yeah, but
And
that's
it
see, that's not
bothers
really him
me.
changing. It's quality,
Yeah, I
right?
think
That's more quality. It's not really him changing, like Crit's changing the
yeah, it just
sound.
hurt
So
my
that's a little different.
the Christmas bars kill me.
Oh
They
God,
fucking
oh
kill me
God.
every single time. I
Oh,
can't
that's where
watch.
this is coming from. I was like wondering
Yes,
where these. Now I
we've
get
talked
it.
about
Oh,
Now
this
this is where this is
before.
coming from. I was like, why are we talking about Christmas bars? Okay, so this is
That's
from
from
Eminem.
yeah,
This is from
that's
trauma
from the
that you have
Nas
from
the Nas
Eminem talking
track,
about.
that
yeah, it
EMPD
breaks
two
my
or whatever
heart.
it
Oh,
was.
okay.
It breaks my
Yeah.
heart
Got you.
sometimes.
Yeah. It's funny. Nas didn't even make up. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but Nas didn't make my top. Wow, that's interesting. Nas didn't make my
Well,
top
I
10.
mean,
Hmm.
it's just so
And he
much
got
dope
he
stuff
was at
out
the top
that you got to raise the bar. Because
Yep.
if this batch
of
of songs
Christmas
that
bars.
just dropped had dropped any sooner,
Yeah,
my top five would probably be different.
And mine's probably gonna be different by the end of the year anyway.
Yeah, by the end
is
of the year, yeah, you got to step up your game because music is great, great right now. Burner Boy drop, oh, and you know how I feel
yeah.
about Burner Boy. That's right, Christy.
There you
Look at your
go.
face. You're
I
funny.
love Burner
So,
Boy so
Morgan,
much.
my computer is moving slow. Is everybody else okay? Because you guys are
Yeah.
moving like real slow to me. And how do
It's
I
all
sound? Am I slow?
that fancy schmancy iPhone shit.
Stop
Do
it.
you have a MacBook too? Are you one of those people?
I don't know what's going on. This shit tweaking on my screen. But I'm clear, right? I'm not messing up.
Yeah, you're
Do I
fine.
sound clear?
Sound
Yes.
Okay.
perfect.
Y'all are moving in totally slow motion. I can hear y'all, but y'all screen is moving in the slowest motion. So Morgan, I just had to ask a quick
Oh,
question. What is
you
huh?
wait, hold
What?
on. Christy, you was trying to spell check. I thought you were giving a shout out to
Yeah.
my favorite song. That is my favorite awful song
I
on the
can't
face of this earth.
see that
I love that
awful
song
song.
too.
Yeah.
Every
A
time I listen
favorite
to it, it's like
awful
listening to it
song.
the first time.
And,
It
and
shocks me
That's
every
funny. A
time I'm
favorite
going,
awful song.
what did he just say?
and there is nothing I love more than to that's the only time I watch reaction videos now.
You would have done
Is
that one.
to look at the kids who people troll and tell them to listen to fact and just watch the expression on their face.
That's funny. That's
I've
hilarious.
I've
Yo, that is funny.
I've slipped it
Look
into
at
like
their
my
parents
mom's
and stuff.
playlist for the car before, and it's so funny because it'll come on. She's going, "What the hell is this?" And I said, just wait," and she's like, "Turn this off." It's great. I love it.
Anytime people make me come pick
You
them
should
up, like,
run that
can I get a
exactly.
ride? I put that song on.
There you go.
When I don't think Neville believed this when we told him there was nothing wrong with his computer.
I think it's running slow for him. I think he's like a couple seconds behind, but I think he's just a couple seconds behind anyway, not just his
Yeah,
computer.
yeah, life. Come on, Nev. We
Uh,
waiting on you. We got to get
yeah,
to number
you're
one
next.
on the ones and twos, Nev.
That's right, Chrissy Neville and his Apple products.
You can tell I'm feeling good because my wine glass gets fuller and fuller. I started off like here.
Yeah,
This go around, it went all the way up to the rim. Cause why not?
it looks good. Is it sweet? I'm
No,
not big on wine. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of wine.
it is not really sweet. I'm not a sweet drinker. Normally, I do. I'm a whiskey shot kind of girl, but I decided to do red wine for the next the rest of this year instead of whiskey because
It's
it's
fruit.
hot. It's too hot for whiskey. She had me outside sweating like a bull moose. I ain't
Uh,
just hot and shiny as shit. So, so I'm giving up the whiskey till next go around. Let me text Ev and see what he's doing. So, what did you think of this new batch of drops?
I haven't listened to anything new. I don't think. No, I haven't because the only thing new that I've listened to is Lizzo's new album. I haven't listened to new hip hop.
Wasn't it so good?
Lizzo's.
Oh man, it was
Yes,
really good.
I've had it on repeat. I love it.
Yeah, now I'm normally not a Lizzo listener
Yeah.
because sometimes it can just be much.
Yep.
I like that she pulled it back. I like that you have more of her voice
Hmm.
than the yelling that
Uh huh.
comes out of it. So yeah, this was a very good album. And if we wasn't doing hip hop, she'd probably be somewhere in my top 10.
Yep. Mine too. Even though she just came out. Yeah. Other than
Yeah.
that, I'm not even sure who dropped. I usually pay attention to Ruben, but I haven't been on Twitter much either. So, but I was gonna ask. We were talking about Eminem. Um, it's been a while, but that Curtain Call 2 album cover. What did you think of that?
It didn't. It didn't. It didn't bother me, but it did. I wasn't like, oh, this is fire. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's really busy.
Yeah, it's not normally. I oh, rest in peace, Christy.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah,
Sorry, yo. My computer. I'm on my phone now. Is it okay? How do I? How
Yeah.
do I?
yeah. You were okay before.
It kicked me out for some reason. Y'all got real slow, then it got quiet, then it just went zoop.
You need a new computer now.
No, I just think something's going on. Did we hit number? What did I miss? We on
No,
number?
we was talking about Lizzo's new album.
Ooh, okay.
It's really good.
I haven't heard Lizzo. How do I? This damn screen too small.
If you're going to listen to Lizzo, this is the album you should start with,
Okay, that's what's up.
and then don't go backwards because the rest of it's not going to appeal to you.
No, it's two
But
different.
this
It's two
this
different
album
sounds.
was really introspective, and
What's going on?
it seemed like she's over the hot girl summer.
That's
Yeah,
funny. That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Like you said, introspective. That's a good way to put it. But that's why I
Yeah,
felt that she was more into loving herself in this one,
yeah.
but
Instead
not
of
in that way.
No,
instead of fighting against people who didn't love her, she was more
Mhm.
focused on who she
those.
was, right?
Yep.
That's dope. Good for her. Shout out
So,
to Liz.
Morgan, who's your number one?
I did my number one. It's Nev's turn.
Oh, you did do your number one.
And
It's
I was,
Nev's
but
turn.
I was gonna ask something before I got kicked out here. What is your favorite Crit project? Just curious, Morgan.
I told you I haven't listened to enough of them.
Oh, okay.
This was the first one that I really like listened to.
What?
Yes, I
That's
told you.
probably why.
I don't remember who where I
That's probably
heard because I don't know a lot of he's from the South, right?
Mississippi.
So
Yeah.
they'll tell you anything because I don't know a lot of most of my music comes from the East Coast.
Mm.
or Detroit. So I don't know a lot from the South. I don't know a whole bunch from even from the West Coast. So like
Mm.
I don't know where I heard someone talking about Crit, but I did, and then
Maria.
when I saw it,
It was
might
probably
probably
Maria.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's usually
And
where most of
she
mine come
talks
from, or
about Big
Maria.
Crit a lot.
I
Yep.
never heard her speak about Crit. That's
Oh, she
interesting.
talks about him a lot, especially
Yeah.
because people don't pay attention to Crit's albums, and Crit's albums are pretty dope, are really dope,
Very
and people don't shout him out or talk about him as much as they should. At least in my opinion, they don't.
Crit is
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
in my top 10 of the last 10 years. Crit is definitely since 2010, 2012, whatever. Like that whole since we went into the internet age, Crit is in that top. Currency Crit, couple of them are my favorites. So anyway, my Crit favorite album is King Remembered in Time. That's my joint that I keep going back to. But I love all of his stuff. What's interesting though is that a whole damn year has gone by and I've not listened to his album. That is very strange. I don't know why, but I guess because it's a lot of people says a lot of singing, and different sounds. So
It's
that's probably why you
it's
did it, Morgan. Not to say not to knock it or anything, but you have no other. You're not really comparing it to anything else. You just listen to it for what it was.
mhm,
I think that other people are comparing it to.
yeah. That's what
And
Yeah.
he was saying.
that's a
Yep.
big. So maybe me, I might, but I probably like it though. I have to listen to it. That's my homework for this week. All right, number one.
What
Oh,
about
now
hype?
I'm sorry.
Can't forget hype.
Hype, yeah, can't forget hype. Don't forget hype. I'm
We're gonna
gonna yeah,
spam you. I'm gonna
send me
spam
that
you with a
send
bunch of
me that
links.
link. I will definitely watch it. Now I don't have my list because I'm gonna have to go back and forth. I think what I'm gonna because I already said that Homeboy Sandman was number one, but I'm gonna have to give a shout out. I want to do a different number one. Then my number one right now is DK and oh gosh, what's the guy's name? What's the rapper's name?
Uh,
Get us? Oh no.
Ghetto Socks.
There you
Ghetto.
go.
Sorry, Ghetto Sock. Shout out to you. I don't know
Yeah.
what it's from either. I forgot, but that album there, the beats on that album again, DK. Not to be a stand or nothing, but your production is ridiculous.
His
The beats on
production
the
is
album.
fire. It's just
Yeah, she said.
fire.
Mm. Yeah, that album. Every time I play it, the beats just like what the. And then the guest appearance, he's dope as a lyricist. The concepts, and then the guest appearances. I mean, they brought back people that like I grew up on. CL Smooth, El
Hmm.
Sensei. But well now the newer, not new school, but newer guys. Sky Zoo's on there. I mean, it's chock full of freaking. I think it's OC on. I don't remember OC, but this chock full of like guest appearances. The production is fire. This dude holds his own among like legends,
Hmm.
current and past. So, and it's called Listen to the Masters.
Mhm.
I do have to say that's one of my favorite albums of this year. The album is so thorough. So DK, shout out to you. Like you put your foot in that shit, and the MC that you picked, he did it justice. And shout out to Justo too, who you've worked with before, because
Yeah.
Justo and you together too, y'all got great chemistry. So, and I think Meticulous have worked with Justo too. So another producer, shout out to Meticulous. But yeah, that's my number. I don't know, it was like number 7 or whatever, but it's one of them that's up there. Like
Yeah.
it's in.
It was so hard for me because DK. You know how I feel about DK's production, and I think every time an artist comes on, I was like, "You should talk to DK."
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Everybody, yeah. Even producers like Ray West, DK. It was
You
hilarious.
should go listen to DK.
DK, yeah. You should have DK produce your music. Yep. We probably have that album come together. Who knows? Shit.
I
'Cause
love DK
that
so
came on.
much. So,
Dude, I think we
and
told
that
Scott
album
about
was
it.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because
I
I can tell
think,
I don't think guys who knew who DK was when we told them about him. He said he never heard of him. I think at the time. I'm
well,
not.
I told Scott Zoo to hit up DK because just DK.
He's DK. Who's that? Canada. DK Canada. You know DK from Canada? He's one of the illest producers. And he's from Canada. You know that, DK? That's us all the time, like promoting him and shit. Where you like your pseudo managers, DK? We rooting for you.
So my
Yeah,
number my number one, I couldn't not put this at number one because this album really moved me. And
oh, Jack Harlow.
I will hit you with my car. I will drive to New York.
Now you're gonna offend Christy because she said she kind of liked Jack Harlow.
Jack Hart.
Never mind. All right, number one. Number one. Don't say that. Number one.
Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing about Jack Harlow. I'm almost offended he's even being
Oh,
mentioned in my sphere.
friend. Bitch, don't kill my
But
vibe.
my number one still have to go to Lupe Fiasco
I
and
knew this was
I
coming.
knew it was too.
Music in Zion.
I knew this was coming.
Yeah, I could not put him at my number one. Look, this album to
Yeah.
me is so dope, and
Oh, God.
it is one of those albums that there
Life,
is, huh?
life changing.
I don't know if it's not necessarily life changing, but it's it's saying things that need to be said.
Hmm. Gotcha. Another album I have not listened to, people, and Kendrick Lamar. So what?
I could care less about you listening to Kendrick, but you got to listen to Lupe.
You have to listen to Lupe.
So tell us like your top 2 or 3 tracks. Like, what's the tracks that we need to zone in
I'll
on? And
wait.
who produced this?
So one of my top, um the Lion's Den.
The Lion's Den.
That is a spoken word
Mm.
by his sister.
Really?
Yes. And she's done spoken word on his albums before.
Word?
But yeah, but this, she spoke so, you know what?
No, you can't play. You said till the end.
I could play the song.
Oh, okay. Oh
I,
yeah.
this is
Anyway,
just a spoken word.
yeah, we're at the end anyway because you named your
Yeah.
number. Everybody named their number one, so we're good.
Yeah, this one is
Who's like produce? Is it one producer, a bunch of producers? How'd this album go?
it is damn, my whole brain just left. Yeah. So,
It's
that
one.
he produces every a lot of Lupe's
Like his main person, right? His go-to.
ill track.
Okay. His go-to dude was
Yeah.
that Drogos.
So Aisha Jaco is who did the spoken word.
That's his sister.
Yeah.
He did it on like $100 microphone. He said,
Yeah, in 3 days.
"That's amazing." Yeah, salute to him. Salute to him. I was watching some interviews about him talking about the album.
Drill music, pop that pill music, kill music. Desecrating the temples in the ghetto, funeral processionals increase their frequency because we can't break the spell of Geppetto. No one knows, and scrolls of obituaries contain more words than dictionaries that will define how lions in Zion became alley cats, who traded their baseball bats for gats that spat blood of the people across steeples and concrete jungles that turned playgrounds into graveyards, that buried generations of black and brown men who left their posts because they were misguided by ghosts in the land of the living. Ready, aim, fire. Wanna beat a block, but can't buy the block. Bulldozing the block, making the Red Sea choke on bones of drones sent by PPP loans to see how you spent the money. Left, left, right, left, to figure it out while the ancestors watch and aid those who call out to them. Through altars, payphones, saxophones, bottles of liquor, glasses of water, the sum of a son and a daughter equals new life, the Holy Trinity. He was a baby boy, but he was kin to me, born to Basima and Hamza the lion, who said, store your water in the basement because one day it will be scarce and polluted. He said one day grocery stores will be barren. Learn how to grow your own food and don't get caught staring down the barrel of a gun. Learn how to run underground drills in Zion. To be reborn, lest you be scorned by the ways of the wicked who pillage our communities and natural resources for profit. He said, my children, each of you are prophets. Don't let money be the sum of your deeds. Pull the weeds from your mind. Look to the front, the side, and behind. You each have blades that will drill a new earth. Manifest the new world that Columbus thought he found. Band together to reverse the weather, to unite the seeds of the oppressed. Stand together and work righteously to be blessed for generations to come. Drill down. Zion is in you.
I like that. I like that a lot. Lupe dropped a serious album. He recorded this last year, right? I think so. Wait, everybody's on mute.
He recorded it kind of during the pandemic. Kind of like on IG Live. You could watch his process, which was really dope. So yeah, this album, I think it has verse of the year for me. It does.
The one where he raps one line.
Yeah, but to understand that line, you really have to listen to the song. To
Too many rappers are dying, something like that.
you know what?
Rappers die too much.
Here you go.
That's real. That is a real thing.
Here you go. So for me, this verse is everything. I wish you were lying. Oh, oh, oh. Yes, I do. I wish that you were lying. I hope that none of that comes true. Ooh.
Rappers die too much. That's it, that's the verse.
I wish that you were lying to me. Oh, oh, yes I do. I wish that you were lying to me. I hope none of that comes true.
Yeah, silent reflection was the first verse's mission. I ain't wanna water it down with a whole bunch of conditions. Just give it to you raw, how a nigga really feeling. Rappers get shot too much, probably has a lot more precision. But that was the decision, and with that I'ma stick. I don't really support niggas cause the shit be making me sick. Look at what we say in this bitch just to get rich. Shoot a nigga right in the head, don't even flinch. No, we can't talk about that. We gotta talk about something else. I mean, because it's hypocritical, nigga. You got guns, you surround by gangsters and killers, all your niggas. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Yeah, talk about something else. Talk about something else. Nigga, talk about something else. I've admired many cities through the windows of hotels. And from the window of a plane, I've seen the window of a cell. The plane started to fly, the rain started to fail. That's LaGuardia and Rikers, the airport next to a jail. I took a picture, looked like my window was crying. Cause it was sad that all they saw every day was somebody flying. And they was trapped. This shit is whack. But it was crack, hung it on my wall like a plaque. Keep your eyes on the prize and your thumbs on the apps. Facts, I wish that they was lying in they raps. How does that transpire to be so damned by God? You want your friends to be goddamn liars. All we talk about are our goddamn priors. Shiny metal boxes on top of goddamn tires. Goddamn tired. If I say I didn't indulge, my pants be on goddamn fire. Cause I'm a part of the problem. Sometimes the P, and sometimes the problem. Fame, all in the name of martyrdom. Yeah, I wish that you were lying. What's the difference between a posthumous album and a life insurance policy? Spotify, $1's worth what $1 buy, go monetize. I wish that you were lying to me. Oh yes I do. I wish that you were lying to me. I hope that none of that comes true. Ooh. Give you a fourth one to make up for the first. Only cause I know that you can take another verse. Want the Quran to be a lie cause hell sounds like it hurts. Also want it to be real cause heaven sounds like it's turned. But my conscience like a condom cause I don't want to be burnt. But my dharma like it's armor cause I don't want to return to the will of the quivering meat conception. Sometimes I hide inside Kerouac for protection. From the Thanksgiving where bears attacking the dressing. Like Tekken, just lean back and tear into that refreshment. Sometimes real life parallaxes in depression. That's maybe not lie, maybe just chill. Yo, maybe not die, maybe just kill. Wait, no, maybe survive making the meal. Ratings wavy, but wavy don't make you a Navy SEAL. Yeah, I wish that you were lying to me. Oh yes I do. I wish that you were lying to me. Hope that none of that comes true. Ooh.
Yeah, so
That song's amazing. I love that.
the album is amazing. Everything. I love this album so much. I love it so much that I tried to do a review and I scrapped it like 7 times because it's some things that just are. And this album just is. And so this is my number one album. And Marquis, I don't know if we can call it a classic yet, but for me right now, it's my favorite album of the year. It's called Drill Music and Zion.
Are you sure it's Zion?
Zion. not Zion.
Detroit.
Yeah, this is he freestyled this. He Didn't write any of this album. It's all straight from the dome
Get out of here. That's
on
like
IG Live in 3 days.
wow. Because what I'm, being from New York and knowing JFK, right, John F. Kennedy Airport, and where it is in relation to Rikers, that never thought of it. It is right there. It's off the it's off the island. It's off the island itself. Right off of Astoria, Queens. It's on like a little island. So yeah, JFK is right there. So that's a hell of a thing. And
Yeah.
from the cell, you keep seeing planes fly. Wow. Wow. I never thought of that. So when he said that rhyme, it hit me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
from here, it's like here's this dude from Chicago. I'm sure he's traveled all over, so
Mm-hmm.
knows he's decades in this. He's been around from what 2005 or so.
Just
Um, Interesting that he would see that and note that and write that the way that no New York rapper ever said it like that. So
just the even the when he said it, the visualization and the heartache that I felt,
yeah.
it just made you feel, so much
Mhm.
for the people who are in there, and to see. Do you know that how the mental torture that has to be locked in a cage and to hear and see airplanes
Daily. Yeah.
daily,
Said seven
all day long, every single day?
that's the window pane and people traveling nationally, internationally every day. Free. Yeah, that's gotta
Yeah.
that's
So yeah, I haven't gotten over this album yet. It's still a daily listen for me. Um, and it's my number one. Morgan, recap 5 through 1.
Oh, I didn't write it down. I didn't have it written down.
Day Noir, 5.
Food for Thought, Shay Noir's 5. 4 was Zeitgeist, Elzai, right? Yeah.
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 Then There in Spirit, Homeboy Sandman, If Cocaine Could Talk, 7. RJ Payne, Digital Roses, Don't Die, Big Crit, number 1.
Dope.
All
Number
right, there.
Yeah, number 5 for me, hopefully my memory serves me, was Black Star. No Fear of Time. Number 4 was, oh gosh, am I going wrong? Number 4 was Elzai, Zeitgeist.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 was Stu Bangers and Drez from Black Sheep. Stu Sheep, is that what it's called? Number 2 was Brandon Isaacs. Oh god, something of the healing. I can't go. What is it? Sketches of Healing, Volume 4. Number 1 was Homeboy Sandman, There in the Spirit, but I flipped that and gave it to DK. And please tell me that rapper's name is School Sock.
Ghetto
Ghetto
Socks.
Yeah,
Socks. DK and Ghetto Socks.
DK and Ghetto.
Fire. That
Listen to
Um,
the
is a
masters.
fire album. Go and check it out. DK
of the
is the
Masters.
producer. Ghetto Socks is the
Watch
artist.
Listen
no,
to the masters.
Yeah, listen to the Masters. Yeah, that album is crazy. That album's crazy. Please, DK and Ghetto Socks, listen to the Masters. You need to listen to that and the guest appearances. Sky Zoo, CL Smooth, Elder Sensei. Yo, that's just fire.
Ridiculously fire.
Yeah. Can I give some honorable mentions real quick? Or is
Let
that
SP do hers first.
Um,
yes,
my number 5 was Idle Minds. What Up Vern, produced by Kill. Uh, my number 4 was 7 The Panthers, Shooting Stars 2, The Eye of the Storm. My number 3 was Patty Honcho and Numb's Life.
fire
My
answer.
number 2 was Talk to Me Nice by I Am Hype. New artist out of Richmond, Virginia. Go check him out. And my number 1 was Lupe Fiasco, Drill Music in Zion.
Dope.
Fire.
He said that title was from watching The Matrix, right?
Yeah.
when they were drilling, those drills were going into Zion, the safe haven or whatever. He said,
Yeah.
"Why that?" Somehow, somebody either a spoken word poem or rhyme or something he said came from, and he said that became the concept of the title.
So yeah,
It came from that though. I'm thinking it's drill music, meaning drill music in
I think the only one that kind of made qualify for drill
Autobot.
music is Autobato.
I like that song too, actually.
Yeah, Marquis Hype is going to be a star. He has it all. I love him so much.
Hmm. So he said, Marquis said that this album is a classic, the Lupe Fiasco.
He's
Yeah,
asking
it's
if we can
it's
call it
so
one.
dope.
Oh,
He
okay.
says it's too soon for us to call it a classic yet. You know, like yeah, it's a little too soon to call it a classic, but it is my number one.
How long do you think it should be? A year? Like a year, and then you go, yeah, that's a
Nah, I'm like
No, I
20,
go,
nah, at least 10 to 20 years. If I'm
nah.
still going,
really that long? I give
Nah.
at least, I do 5 or 6 at
yeah, it
least.
got to be some years. It can't be like next year and oh, that's
No,
a
no, no.
classic. Because
But sometimes you can't hear something and just say, yeah, this is
no,
going.
you can't just hear something and say yeah.
It's
Because
got to stand the test of
it's
time.
got to stand. It's got to. How long is it going to stay in your playlist?
It's funny. Some things that are classic, I don't even play a lot. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Classic, or like they're classic. Like I think, what's that thing called by Kendrick? What's the second album?
The
Butterfly.
Pimp a Butterfly.
I
the
think that
Pimp a Butterfly.
I don't play that damn album like that. It is hard to listen to, but I do think that it is a powerful album, and what it did, it's a classic for what it is. But it is not something that I can play a lot. So I don't even know how to measure. Like that's a whole nother topic for another
Well,
time.
see, for me, if it's a classic,
Hmm.
then it's universally a classic. Everybody can. You
Says it,
ask somebody, and it was, oh yeah, that's a classic.
but you don't think that there's classics that people don't. All right, like Good Kid, Mad City, I think is by him.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that.
But when it came out, I kind of knew it was going down, and like you could tell when you heard it. It was
Yeah, but
something.
you don't you really don't know because some things people consider a classic is just dope music and not necessarily a classic, in my opinion.
Like I think most Def Black on Both Sides is a classic, and there's people that would debate that.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's a classic.
but
Black,
does if you can go into hip hop, if you can go into hip hop, the hip hop stratosphere, and be like, yeah, that's a classic.
Mhm.
undisputed.
Yeah, you can just let some shit you just know is a classic. You
I
know what
think
I mean?
those
But I don't know if I can. I
like
think you need
those.
more time than a month to
You know,
say that
something's.
um something's a classic.
But you know, it's funny, like the Chronic, right? And I do think the Chronic is a classic. Or even DOC, No One Could Do It Better is a classic. But there's people that I know that are hip hop heads that are like, those albums are overrated. They're not there.
Nobody can say that the Chronic is overrated.
I've heard that from
Those
them.
are just haters. That's
It's
that
just
New York bias.
and I'm like, but even the Chronic, when the
That's that
Chronic,
New York. That's that New York shit.
that
New
is,
York.
even No One Can Do It Better, people said, and I'm like, yo, this shit is a classic to me. When I heard it, I knew that the Chronic was some. I knew Chronic was whether or not we were even talking about classics back then. I knew when the Chronic came out, that was something that changed the game and how shit was gonna be done. After you knew it, you heard it, you were like, I've not heard anything like this.
Right. That's where like you get into all like the criteria that has to meet. Like it's more than just being
I knew
playable after so many years. Like you said, stuff that you don't play anymore doesn't mean it's not a classic, but it's still I think it still has to have like a
it's genre defining and redefining.
right.
Yes.
Still
And some
matters.
Right.
albums are just dope, not necessarily classics. Some albums are just fire. You know,
Well, hold
I love listening
on.
to them.
different
But
state. But
classic.
when you heard Illmatic, you didn't know that was a classic.
When I heard Illmatic, I didn't. I still.
Oh, here we go. Here go that. Yeah, that New York,
You
that
see,
New York,
she caught herself. She's like,
yeah, that downside bullshit.
It's
That's
still not my favorite Nas
don't
album.
don't say don't go there, SP, because
It's
I
still not. It's not. It's not my favorite Nas album. I
yeah,
understand the impact
say,
that it had.
don't say
You
that.
know,
We're not
and
debating.
I
That's a
understand the
classic.
impact that it had, and I understand
There's a lot of
why it's a
hate.
classic. For me,
Let me tell
I
you.
prefer it is written
Here we
to
go. Here we
Illmatic.
oh
That's
boy.
just me.
Okay, we're gonna cut the camera now. We're done. This has been a great episode. Boy, here we go.
I'm just being honest. For
No,
me, it
like
is written. Hit
you and half of Texas, yeah,
was
definitely.
more defining for me
And then
than
100% of Nebraska,
Illmatic.
ugh.
But that's just me.
no doubt. No, I get you. I hear. Listen, this is
I
what this is
I
my point.
know it's a
This is what I'm.
classic marquee.
This is
It's
what
just
I'm
not
saying.
my favorite Nas album.
This is what I'm saying. This stuff is all debatable because to me, when I heard Illmatic, I knew. And then when he came, it was written. At first, I'm not going to front. First time I heard it was written, I was like, "What is this mafioso?" Blah blah. I said, "Wait, what happened to the dude from Queensbridge Projects talking about?" Now I liked Take It in Blood, and I liked a couple joints the first time I heard it. But there was times when I was listening to it, it was written, I was like, what is Nas on now? What is this shit? He thinks he's a Wu Gambino now, or this is only built for Cuban Links Part 2. Like, what is this? A lot of New York did not fuck with it was written when it first, especially like backpack people or people that were like really rocking with Illmatic. They were like, what is this guy talking about now? Now he's rocking
Marquis.
white wallabies with the Fugees, and he's riding down Times Square Street. Meanwhile, he was halftime Nas just a year and a half. You know what I mean? Like it threw people for a loop. But now, and as time's gone on, everybody looks back and goes, "Yeah, it's way better storytelling." It was, but at first it was like, "What the fuck is Nas on?" Anyway, I'm
But
probably
see,
going.
I wasn't in New York. I was in Texas. So
Being, well, I was here.
you
I'm not
know,
here.
y'all, you gravitated to Illmatic because it was stories that probably hit home for you in hearing them. But
Yeah.
for me, it was written hit
But a lot of
hit
it was like
close to home for me.
it was fake rapping though. He was like mafioso rapping on that thing, like the firm or whatever.
Yeah, but it was
Back,
mafioso Texas. This is kind of
I'm just saying, this is what
who
this
we are. So it kind of hit closer to home than because like in San Antonio we have projects, but we really don't have projects. You know what I mean?
Well, I've heard this talk already. This is barbershop talk. I've heard cats in the barbershop talk. New York niggas, yo, Illmatic's like his demos. You know, it wasn't like a real album. It was just like songs that he put together, and it was cool. It was written. It was like his first real album. I'm like, wow.
But
What?
I don't know that. I don't know that. It's just that it's a
Oh,
different
everybody got
reality for me because
everybody got their opinion, but Illmatic Nas is nasty Nas at his peak.
yeah.
Like it. That other album, the Lost Tapes or whatever, by him, the first one, that's a classic album by Nas. Like those are some serious tunes that he
So, what do you believe that magic
a classic.
is a classic or
Hmm.
close to a classic?
No, because I feel like the other ones were slightly better. King's Disease 1 and 2.
Mhm.
To me, they were slightly better, but
I haven't listened to Magic yet.
to me, but that's my opinion. You know, it's funny. It's hard to say any of them are class. Now those I would say I would have
At
to.
least I don't think I listened to Magic yet. I can't remember.
If you listen to it and it was that forgettable, then no. But
Mo-
he's having a good run. I don't know if that's Mark. Can't be
Yeah, if it was
a
a,
good
and
run.
sometimes it is. Sometimes I have to look at the track list to kind of remember if I listen to stuff. That means that when I have to do that, then you kind of normally not in my top 10.
I would say me personally, I think it would take more that those albums will take time because to me
Yeah,
he's a resurgence. There is a buzz, but I have to see in time what they do. But just off top listening to it, no, okay, I can't say yes. I listened to it. These are no, I can't say that from listening to them. But what I did hear when I listened to them was, oh shit, dude is back in his bag. He here's somebody who's like I guess I was talking about that before with Drez and Stu Bangers. Here's somebody who's coming back, who's like sounding sharp, and you're like, wow, I thought it
yeah.
was
Because when I listen to Lloyd Banks, the course of the
yeah.
inevitable too. I want I
He sounds like Hunger for More, part 1 and 2. Remember, right? Hunger.
I wanted to. I couldn't stop playing that album.
Those albums by him were those that album was classic by him. Now I don't know if it's classic in
This album is better than one, and it's not often that I can say that part two is better than part one.
think this is better than Hunger for More though, part 1.
No, this is better than the course of the
Yeah,
inevitable part
part 1.
one.
Or Hunger for More, his first album. Now
Yeah,
Hunger
his
for
first
More.
album was fire.
Part,
You can't.
part 2 was dope too, but part 1 was
But
just
in this album, you see he has all of the pieces.
yeah. Is he still so he's not a GU, he's not none of that no more, right? Or is he? Is he
I
G?
think they made up, but
Oh,
because
Tony.
Tony Yayo is on this album.
Yeah, I heard. So they
It was
probably
so nice to hear him and Tony Yayo together.
been like 10 years, right? Since we heard.
Yeah, it was so nice to hear them together. I loved him with Conway the Machine. I loved him with Benny. Yeah, Lloyd Banks he's a fucking problem.
Oh yeah, and he's coming
Lloyd Banks is a problem.
for sure, and he's coming out unexpectedly, just kind of dropping them.
And he's learned to make a song.
Oh, don't do that.
No, for real.
He had him on the first on the
No, this because
he
well,
had,
50 was part of that.
well, whatever. No,
Independently of 50, he
don't
has learned to make.
you treating him like the game or something. Don't do that. Wait, is my thing messed up again? Oh damn it! Yo, can y'all hear me? Wait, Morgan, are you there? Can you hear me, Morgan?
Yeah, now I can.
A
All right,
song, a real.
what's
Okay,
going on?
it was
There you go.
probably me. No, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. This is not a shot at Lloyd Banks.
Hmm.
What I'm saying is the hooks are fire. The everything about this album is perfect. This album is great.
No, I get
I
it.
really,
And you kind of the way
I
you said
really
like it was the
learned how to make a real
game.
song, kind of in the mindset of 50.
Okay, got you.
He
No,
knew
no.
when to go. He knew when to. So what I'm saying is, when you go to a Lloyd Bank concert, it's not going to be a sword fighting contest. Women probably will show
Oh,
up.
we go now. Keeping in the theme of balls.
Yeah, this probably ain't going to be a sword fighting contest at a Lloyd Bank concert. Women are probably going to go because he gave us something.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna listen to Magic tonight. Now, Monkey, you gave me a challenge. I'm gonna listen to Magic, and I'll write back in the comments. I think it's a
And
class.
then you got to go in and listen to the course of the inevitable too, so you can kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying
Sure.
Lloyd Banks
He's a
been
man.
stupid lyrically
Yeah.
since he came out.
For sure.
But what I'm talking about is a complete song with a
And he makes
chord, yeah, with hook,
bangers.
hooks of fire, the beats of fire. He picked the right MCs to collab with. Everything about this album is fire. And Lloyd Banks is riding those beats.
Nice. So what you think? You think you'd do a review on that? Would that be easier? Or
Oh yeah, but 50 um
Lupe's was too heavy for you?
Lupe's just hit me.
In the feet.
Lupe's just hit me different, and it was hard for me to even describe what I was feeling with Lupe.
No, I get it.
If
And
that makes sense.
it's a different type of album. That's a deeper
Yeah,
album. A deeper purpose, a deeper meaning.
exactly, Marquis. Banks is complete even without 50 Cent. That's what I'm talking about. He didn't this and I think he even mentioned it that he learned to make it. He used to rapping like 50 bars back to back without any consideration to strong song structure.
Okay, got you. Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
what I'm talking about. The song structures are tight. The sequencing is tight. Everything about what he did on this album is tight.
He got a good ear for beats.
Yeah. But
Always.
even with what he's talking about, like he has some songs that's very heavy lyrically just in your face, and then he breaks that up with just some fire ass hooks, and he knows when to uh just give you bars and when to back out and give you some melody in his make his raps melodic.
Nice. Yo, I
It's
got
a beautiful combination. So we are probably going to end it here. Thank you everybody for watching. You can see the replay on Powerful Impact in YouTube.
can I give my honorable mentions? Or
Yeah,
no?
give us your honorable mentions, Neil.
Then we could dip. And I got dip.
I got 6 I want to shout out. So hurry up.
All right. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
This is
Chop
how they
chop.
this is how they talk to me. All right. This has been since Thursday. All right. What was I gonna say? My
Oh,
honorable mentions are E the Mad Assassin, Hands of Stone. Um Frank by Fly, was it? Fly Anakin.
Anakin.
Pink Sufi, Gumbo, deluxe version. I don't know if it came out last year, but I know the deluxe version came out this year. I think that's this year though. Gumbo is fire. Fife, Forever. I love that album. I know a lot of people slept on it. They don't think he was fine, but I just think it was a very positive album, very uplifting, upbeat. Fife, Forever. Am I missing something? I think Blue. Blue and Fat Lip had an album that's fire. It's called From the End of the World, Volume 1. I think that's it for me now. Those are my honorable mentions.
I had 6 that I wanted to shout out. The Weather Report 2 from JR and King James. YOD Wave from Your Old Droog.
Oh,
Higher
yeah.
Vibration from Kid Abstract. That's the first time I've heard anything from them, and I like the vibe, which Higher Vibration. Still Classic from Funky DL. Nocturnal by Just with the MC. That one I absolutely I like. I kind of it's probably going to make its way up into my top 5 eventually. And then God's Earth from Phil V.
Oh yeah, that one by Phil V is dope. The other ones I haven't listened to yet.
What was the last one?
God's Earth from Phil V. And he put something out this year already. Like he put
Yeah.
something else out too. I can't remember
I
what the
got
name of it is.
heard of these Defo. Okay.
So
Honorable mentions.
I only have one, and that is
Buddy.
Hands of Stone by Eda Mad
He's a bad
Assassin.
assassin.
Crazy beats.
Crazy, crazy. That album is so fire. And the uh I it and I struggled with that. That's one I struggled with. Um but yeah, Hands of Stone is fire by Eda Mad Assassin.
Production on that damn thing. I don't know who.
Disgusting.
Beats are phenomenal on that album. Good ear, E. Good ear. I know JR's on it, but I don't know who the other people are. But whew, those tracks are fire. I don't, salute to that. Taj Taj Malik. Okay. Oh, what's the name of the album? Or EP or whatever.
What's the name of the album, Marquis? Yeah, that Eda Mad Assassin album is fire. It's another one I put in when I'm in the car and I wanna fuck with my neighbors. You know when production can shake the windows, I'm all in. And Eda Mad Assassin is dope with it. He dope with it. So
Who
go
the
check out the albums we discussed today. And this is Powerful Impact, and we'll see you on the flip side.
boom? Support
Peace.
artists. Buy their stuff.
Rewindable MC is that's the name of the album.
Rewindable MC. Okay, thank you. That's a dope title.
Dope. All right, we out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace.